Hey everyone, welcome back. My name is Stephanie. It is time for my weekly weight loss journey update video thing for the week. I am doing 3 rounds of the 21-day fix combined with Weight Watchers Smart Points, and I just want to tell you how that's going. I'm really loving having both programs. This week, if you can't tell, I'm really tired and I just feel kind of like frazzled, like not totally together. This week was kind of a little bit of an off week in general. My husband worked 6 days in a row. He's a nurse, and 4 of those 6 shifts were like the full 12-hour shifts. And so I just felt like I was in mom mode. I'm trying to sleep train my baby who's almost 4 months. I have a ton of projects going on around the house. And so in my ideal world, I would have got up extra early every single day and meal prepped and meal planned and all that. And you know what? It just didn't happen. I really had good intentions, and some days I pre-tracked, other days I tried to pre-track once lunch had happened. Sometimes I didn't even eat until lunchtime. Some days I wasn't hungry until like 2 o'clock in the afternoon. And so it just felt kind of just off, but I don't feel like I totally nosedived at all, and I did lose a little bit this week. So I've had 2 weeks in a row where the scale has gone down. So that's a success, but I don't feel like I've like totally mastered it yet, which I mentioned that in my last update video, that I feel like it kind of takes me a few weeks to really like perfect and understand and like really feel at one with the program. And so that's why I'm going to give it another 2 rounds after this next week. And honestly, I might just give it more. So I really like that I'm double tracking, because in an ideal world, yes, I would have my 6 containers of protein, my 4 servings of carbohydrates, that sort of thing, my fruits, and it would all be balanced and I would eat it perfectly. But yeah, that's not my life right now. Hopefully that will get better. But I'm just not in that season of life right now. And I'm giving myself a lot of like patience, grace, understanding, because I really do believe that what I am doing is a great calling in life, to be a mom and a wife, a stay-at-home mom, particularly for my little baby who I just had Christmas Eve. I felt like with my son, I was trying to lose weight, and finally I joined Weight Watchers when he was about 8 months old, 8 or 9 months old. He would have been 8 months old, because then I just like really needed that accountability and the structure, and I just kind of like plateaued. And I'm kind of feeling like that might happen again, where I'm just going to do the best I can, little losses kind of along the way, try to just not gain weight, and then I might, well, I know I love to go to the Weight Watcher meetings, but I just felt like I needed that time to kind of like get my bearings with my son, and so this time has been no different. So I'm still just kind of like doing what I can, and I'm gonna wait for that season of life to get a little bit more like, I don't know, expect more out of myself for the weight loss journey, because once my son was a little bit older and I could like focus more on myself, I did make progress and things did get better. But up until he was a little bit older, I do remember just kind of struggling to stick to any program. So anyway, I'm totally rambling. So this last week, like I said, it just kind of felt like off. Like I was always kind of like walking with one leg longer than the other. But I like having the Weight Watchers program that I double track, because on those days where maybe it just doesn't like go how I wanted it, I'm still tracking my smart points so that I know I'm still staying within my weekly and my daily point allotment. So yeah, the workouts were great. I was feeling awesome and strong and fabulous until I woke up Friday morning and could hardly walk. So somewhere along the lines, either a workout, a project I was doing around the house, just life, something totally flared up my injury. I am recovering from like major ligament. I don't even know what it is. I feel like I need to see a different doctor and be reevaluated, to be honest. But I have like major pelvic floor, pelvic girdle pain. I really had a hard time walking over the weekend. Like, I have good moments and then I have bad moments. I have good days, bad days, and the weekend was just bad. Even today was bad. Like, I still kind of like had to limp. It kind of took a little while to get my feet under me. So anyway, I didn't exercise on those days that I was in like a lot of pain because I'm not going to make it worse. So I got 5 out of the 7 workouts this week. So I feel really good about that. This week, my 3rd week, I'm planning to do a lot better with the meal prepping and the meal planning, and that should help because my husband does not work 6 shifts this week. So tomorrow we've already made a game plan, we've already made a menu. We're gonna go to the grocery store first thing in the morning, and I'm gonna go, usually he does all the grocery shopping because he's amazing and awesome and he stays on budget, but I'm gonna go and just make sure that like I have what I need for my program to be successful. And also with the grocery shopping, like I've kind of figured out how much of each item I need for the 21-day fix, because it's a lot of vegetables and it's a lot of lean protein. And before I was pregnant, my program was all like high fat, low carb. So I was like eating fewer food items, like the number of foods that I was eating, oh my gosh, like so tired. I just ate fewer foods. We'll just put it that way. This, I'm eating like a lot of foods in like small portions, but I'm not doing high fat, low carb. So it's been, the learning curve is like, okay, how much do I need to buy of this? How many bags of spinach do I really need? How much fruit do I need? How many bags of frozen blueberries do I need? How many bananas do I need? You know, how much lean protein do I need? Do I like more yogurt? Do I like more like deli meat sandwiches, that sort of thing? So I'm figuring it out. So I'm really glad that I'm giving myself at least 3 rounds on this program. And honestly, I think I might keep at it because I really feel like my body is really happy when I do have those days where I like nail it and I'm like, yeah, I totally nailed the eating program. I got all my containers, you know, which that was not every day this past week, but I'm hoping that this next week I'll have more like on days than off days. I'm also ready to move on to step 2 for my addiction recovery program. So the first step that I was working on for the last couple months was honesty. And this next step is hope. Basically, the 12 steps can restore me to complete spiritual health. And yeah, I like this one. I'm really afraid for the next one because step number 3 is turning your will over to the Lord. And that's really hard with food because, I mean, we all have to eat, right? Like, but to like really say, okay, Lord, like, what is going to be the best path for me? Like, if I'm trusting in the Lord's plan, like what am I feeling is going to help me reach my goals, overcome, you know, my addiction, to get into recovery, that sort of thing. So I'm terrified for that step. Step number 3 for me, the first time that I went through and was abstinent for 11 months from binging, man, there were a lot of tears. It took me a couple months to like finally just trust to, you know, kind of take that plunge of making some hard changes with how I eat and how I cope with stress. So I'm going to really absorb step 2 because I know that step 3 is going to be kind of like the kick in the butt step. So anyway, yeah, so I'm looking forward to meal planning. I'm probably going to run out of space on my phone anytime, so I'm going to wrap it up. I hope you have a great week. I have some really fun videos that I've been working on that are not weight loss related, but are more related to a lot of those things that I am interested in adding to my channel: organizing, cleaning, decluttering, mommy life stuff, a little bit more budgeting. So I'm I'm learning how to use a different software for editing my videos, so I'm excited for things that I have like coming up. Like I feel like things are good and I feel like I'm getting better. My baby's 4 months old. She's sleeping in a crib now, which is like a huge milestone. I don't produce good sleepers. I just don't. My son, I'm still traumatized from how bad of a sleeper he was. No, but really. Anyway, so yeah, I just feel like there's like a lot of things that I'm looking forward to. And I'm looking forward to this week. I'm looking forward to my workouts, my containers, my meal prep. I'm really looking forward to going to the grocery store first thing tomorrow. And that's going to be it. So thank you for watching and subscribing. And I'll see you in my next video. Bye.